Okay, I'm back on again. I hope you guys can hear me. What's up, Rosemary? She said, "Hey, Doc, Ohio is here. What's up? Ohio's in the house. Ohio's in the house. Ooh, 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 ooh." Okay, we're having a late night conversation. So you guys come on back. Listen, you have to share the video again. Just like I have to share the video again, share it again because we got disconnected. I don't know what was happening on YouTube. I know that they have been shadow boxing my channel on YouTube and they have been shadow boxing me on Facebook. Instagram, I'm safe because I only talk about relationships on Instagram. And as long as you're not talking about anything crazy, they let you through. But on Facebook and Instagram, they don't like me. So they've been shadow boxing me. So I need you guys to go ahead and share the video. In the meantime, in between time, go ahead and get your libations. Because we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a regular conversation. I'm not gonna bring in too much research in this conversation. I'm gonna just be transparent about my life because I know that I owe you guys some videos. Ordinarily, I am on Fridays and Sundays. And I have been skipping because I've been trying to get my mind all the way right because my children are doing things that children apparently do, but it's driving me crazy because this is my first time experiencing it. So whenever my personal life gets crazy, I take a break so I can not only gather my thoughts, so I can make sure my household is stable. But I say, you know something, I might as well just go live and have a real transparent conversation about it because I know what I'm experiencing. I am not the only one that's experiencing this. So I want you guys to be a little bit vulnerable today. Be okay with being bold. Be okay with being honest today because I'm going to be bold and honest. And I want you guys to share with me some of your advice. So I'm gonna be reading your comments, going through. I see Philly has pulled up the messenger 215. What's up, Philly? How you doing? Shout out to you. I want you guys to be honest with me because I'm gonna need y'all help. I help y'all all the time that I go live. I need you guys to help me today so I won't have to choke a motherfucker in my house. How about that? I want y'all to help me. So let me tell you what I've been going through. Listen. So some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know because Instagram is where I show who I am. I show the real personality that I have. And boy, baby, do I have a personality. Thank you, Mr. Hannah, for that donation. He said, glad you're back. I didn't go anywhere. Sometimes I just got to take a time out. But on Instagram, they're learning more about me. They know how I function. Instagram, tomorrow's topics, all three posts will be centered on sex and relationships. So I get a little bit nasty in that area. But I'm a therapist that works with couples. I know you're not gonna expect me not to talk about sex. I talk about things like that. But here tonight, let's talk about my parenting. So y'all gonna be my therapist tonight. I'm gonna need y'all to get it all the way right and give me some feedback. So let me give you some input. I have 3 children. Forget about the 7-year-old, right? Because the 7-year-old is still young. My older children, this is a new experience for me. My daughter, you guys know she just graduated college with her bachelor's degree. She's been working, she's been making a pretty penny. Not making as much as me, obviously, but she ain't too far behind. She's making a pretty penny, but she's been smelling herself, in my opinion. Smelling herself. My son, who is 16, this is the area where I'm struggling the most. The daughter, I know how to handle her because she's a female. I'm a female. I know how to handle her. My 16-year-old son, his father and I, we don't see life the same way, and his father is probably correct, right? So I defer to him. But at the end of the day, I'm still a mom, and I got to process my emotions when it comes to my 16-year-old son and his dating, which when I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to date. And I know I cannot have the same rule for him, but I understand that much of my thought process comes from my own upbringing and maybe even some generational curses. Let's just be honest, right? So I know I've been taking a break. I've been pulling myself back to really think about everything. And then one of my friends has said to me, I think you should go live about this. I think you should have a real live conversation so that people can really know what you go through, because you just pulling back and not talking to your community is not a good thing, right? But at the same time, I want you to be able to express it, because mothers go through the same thing. And some of you mothers, let's just be honest, some of you mothers don't allow fathers' voices to be heard. So yeah, now I'm about to get in your asses. I'm about to get in your asses, because the other end of it, I allow is the wrong word. I appreciate a man's opinion, right? I like to know what he thinks when it comes to parenting. I like to know what he thinks when it comes to sexuality and all the other things that our children, when they go into adulthood, what they're going to go through. But I try to be open-minded, and maybe that might be that Aquarius sun and Sagittarius moon within me. I try to be open-minded to allow other information to come in so I can process it and analyze it. Whereas others that I know are so solid with what their parents have taught them that they really don't open up their minds to understand that we are in a new world with new times and new experiences. And the mistakes that so many of us are making, especially mamas. I know mamas, don't get in your feelings, baby. I'm a mama too. But especially mamas, the mistake that we are making is we are not even aware that we're carrying into our generation and our children's generation generational curses that should no longer serve us. So what am I talking about? Let me let you know. Somebody said, Doc, they're playing mind games with your broadcast. They are. YouTubers are a bunch of haters, because I'm shadow boxed on YouTube and I'm shadow boxed on Facebook. So you already know that YouTube has given me some warnings and they're threatening to shut down my channel. I demonetize it, but whatever, go ahead and demonetize it. Doesn't matter to me. However, don't shut the bitch down. That's what I'm saying. They're threatening to do that because they're saying that my content is hateful. They're such assholes. My content is apparently hateful. So they're giving me my warnings before they shut me down. So I'm probably shadow boxed, just so you can know. But that's all I do is educate in my content. So I don't know why is it hateful, but whatever. But maybe they'll let this one go because I'm being a little bit lighter today and I'm only having some curse words and I'm not calling anybody devils. What a bunch of devils. But anyways, I was saying, so let me tell you what's happening. Let me break it down first for my daughter. So my daughter made 22 in August. She graduated. She has a bachelor's degree from Columbia University. She is a pre-med student applying now to med school. She's working in the medical field and she's making a pretty penny. Not as pretty as my penny, but she's making a pretty penny. And I think with making that pretty penny, in my opinion, and going to that school, I swear I wish the little heifer would have went to Spelman. But you know, I'm somebody who allow my children to be free and decide what they want to do. And I just mentor them and I guide them throughout their process. But she went to this liberal university, this liberal Ivy League university, where you're around a whole bunch of different people. And although most of her friends, if not all of them, were primarily people who are of African descent, or they are some type of melanated population of people, right? They're all different. See, I want you guys to recognize that, because I don't think a lot of times we recognize this. We look at each other from melatonin and we say, oh, we're the same, but we're not the same. And I'm not trying to be funny. Listen, I know some people are feeling some kind of way, and I'm going to have a video like that maybe tomorrow or Friday, but people are getting in their bag because they feel that some of us are being divisive. I can only speak for myself. I'm not being divisive, but I want to have real conversations. And see, with cognitive dissonance, I think that many of us, we don't want to have real conversations, because if we have real conversations, that means that we have to challenge our thought process, what we have become to believe versus the new information that we have received. We will start to challenge our thought process, and it will make us feel some kind of way. So instead, we experience cognitive dissonance and we don't have those kind of conversations. But I'm going to have those kind of conversations, because in my house, for my daughter's 22nd birthday, I threw her a big party. Well, even though COVID was alive and well, right? I threw her a big party because we so ignorant. And I hired a bartender. I didn't have it catered, but my girlfriends, because we know we all cook, believe it or not, my girlfriends and I, we are cute, but we all know how to cook. So we cooked all the food and we had everyone over. And so my daughter had an array of people from around the world, whether they was from Nigeria, Ghana, we had somebody from Dominican Republic, we had somebody from Japan, Korea. We had a whole bunch of different people here for her party because it was her party and it's the people that she invited and it's the people that went to school with her. And so they were her friends. So they come out. After that party, what it seems like to me, she became an adult after that party. She graduated from university in May. August, she's 22 and she's smelling herself. As my mama used to say, don't act like your pussy don't stink. That's my mama. I know nobody else's mama may have been like my mama. My mama was a little bit bold. My mama used curse words like her everyday language. So I grew up in a household with a lot of derogatory language. Some of it didn't make sense, but hey, my mama used it. She's always say, do not come in here and act like your pussy don't stink. Right? So I'm just saying. I started to feel like my daughter thought her shit didn't stink. My shit don't stink, but maybe hers did. But anyway, so with that being said, she started to stay out. And I had no idea where my daughter was. And I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this, but I want you guys to let me know because I don't want to be here by myself with this conversation. I want you guys to be my therapist today. I mean, I'm a therapist every day, but today I need y'all. So she started to stay out. So one time I was trying to get in contact with her to see if she was okay, and she didn't respond to my text messages. So you already know I was feeling some kind of way. So she came waltzing back in the house like nothing happened, unlocked the top lock and the bottom lock, came into the goddamn house, put her bags in the room, and the heifer acted like she had a regular day and didn't even have to tell me where the fuck she was and that I couldn't get in contact with her for a few days. Let me tell y'all, ladies, if any of our mamas out there, y'all know how Mama Bear can get. So immediately in my head, now, some of y'all know, y'all may not be paying attention to signs, and that's okay. Y'all don't have to, but I like to get all information that I need for understanding. And as I said 101 times, I am an Aquarius sun and a Sagittarius moon. If you really understand what that means, beyond intellect, like our intellect is out of fucking control, okay? But beyond intellect, we are click boom. I used to think that I was click boom, and then an ex of mine told me I'm actually click boom. And I didn't realize that because I gave that motherfucker a lot of chances until I didn't want to give it anymore, and I left his ass. So I guess he realizes that I don't play games. So when it comes to my Sagittarius moon and my Aquarius sun, if you disrespect me, if you lie to me, you cheat on me, if you act like your pussy don't stink, if you act like you about it, and you're going to bring the music to me, and if you try to take me as a sucker, and if I'm not able to control myself and that emotion kicked in, and don't forget my Mars is in Cancer. You know, Mars is a planet that controls aggression. My Mars is in Cancer. If you know anything about Cancers, they're crazy. So with all of that being said, you put all that together, click, click, boom. But for him, he said, I'm click, boom. But nonetheless, what I saw when she walked through the door, when she unlocked the top lock and unlocked the bottom lock and then act like she didn't have to tell me where the fuck she was. Oh, excuse my French. And had to act like she didn't have to let me know where she was, right? And didn't have to answer to the fact that she ignored my text messages. I felt some kind of way. Now, somebody said, oh, Lord. Go ahead, camera, but you already know how it was. So let me paint the picture for those of you guys who don't follow me on Instagram. You guys know I have a full bar in my house, right? With the bar stools and the bars. I just like that stuff. So I told her, I pulled up a bar stool. Have a seat. I was about to pull that heifer a glass of wine because, you know, wine makes it better. We're going to have a conversation. So I told her to have a seat. She sits down at the bar. I sit down in the bar and I start asking her some questions. And she had this cocky demeanor, like she didn't have to tell me nothing. Y'all hear me? Like she was grown, like she paid bills up in this motherfucker. This is luxury living, bitch. You don't pay nothing in here. But I didn't say that. That was my generational curse kicking in that I want to, drag her. But I didn't. The therapist hat was on, and I asked her several questions. And the way she was responding, in my eyes, it was disrespectful. In my eyes. But in somebody else's eyes, she was being a 22-year-old. She wasn't rude. She wasn't like, I ain't got to tell you nothing, because she wouldn't have any teeth if she responded to me like that. So she didn't do that, but she had this demeanor like, why do you think it's okay to question me? She didn't say that, but that's how I felt. Now, I could be wrong, because that's what we do sometimes as mamas. Let's just be honest. As mamas, sometimes we think that we're always right, and our children don't have a say. And that comes from our upbringing. I don't know about you guys. I'll speak for me, but y'all can let me know what y'all think. Somebody said, give her a deadline to move out. Y'all some bold ones. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Someone said, show her a different way. Yes, I agree. Another person says, Mr. Hannah says, she might feel like she can level with you now. Every one of my 5 sisters, she don't want to level with me. Y'all know I'm from the Bronx. She don't want to, baby. She don't with me. Don't let the doctor in front of Shonna fool you. She don't want to level with me. Just like the woman at H&M this weekend didn't want to level with me. You don't want to level with me. Because when you get me to that point, that's all I see is red. But I usually don't get to that point, because usually I'm so dainty. I just move on. But don't get me to that point. But she came in because I think she knew what it was all about. The point that I'm saying here is I had to, in that very moment, it became very clear to me, moms, because I know I'm not the only one. Y'all trying to make it seem like Dr. Sean's the only one that's a little bit crazy. Y'all crazy too. And that's why y'all love me, and that's why I love y'all, because we're a crazy community, and that's okay. We have a lot of flaws, but we do well here. And that moment, I had to bridle my own emotions. I tell you guys all the time about bridling your emotions, not going like off the ledge. And I had to do that. I didn't do it as well as I wanted to, but I did it as well as I could. And you guys have to give yourself permission to know where you have advanced. Because if I had my mother's upbringing and my grandmother's upbringing and my auntie's upbringing, it would have went a little bit different. It would have been like motherfuckers this and motherfuckers that, and get your fucking shit and move. It would have went like that. But it didn't. It didn't. I did let her know that I felt that she wasn't being honest with me about where she was and what she was doing. I felt that she was being disrespectful. I felt that she was being selfish. I felt that I have given her a lifestyle that a lot of people in my bracket, of my generation, in my age bracket, who I grew up with, never had. And she's taking advantage of that. And so there's going to be changes, and changes because she was dishonest. And one thing about me, and it might be my Sagittarius moon kicking in, but the one thing about me is I don't like dishonesty. And even though you guys may think this is a front up here on YouTube, and that's fine if you think that way, but if you know anything about Sagittarius, there's nothing as a fucking front about us. I'm going to let you know straight up the truth. I'm going to let you know straight up how I feel. And if you don't like it, that's your problem, not mine. I don't care. You understand? Because there's one thing I want to be able to go to sleep on, and that is a healthy, guiltless conscience. And so I feel like I raise my children the same way. I raise my children to be honest people. I raise my children to understand that in order for you to continue to get the love and the affection and the privileges that I afford for you guys, is I need honesty. I need honesty. And at her age, at 22 years of, you only been on this earth for 22 years. There's no reason for you to lie to me. And for the fact that she came into the house and she was exercising her own discretion, and listen, let's just be honest. There's nothing wrong with her exercising her discretion. I understand whether you guys agree with it or not, and that's fine. I understand. Somebody said You have to breathe through it. A girl, I did a lot of breathing. The only thing I didn't do was breathe in my asthma pump. But yes, I did a lot of breathing. But the only thing I want you guys to understand is our children are going through transitional moments when they're leaving being an independent and going into adulthood. And we have to be willing to shift with them. I recognized at that very morning with my daughter, at that very moment, I was having a difficult time. I shifted with it, but I was having a difficult time shift with it because of my upbringing. Y'all following me? Right? Somebody is saying, but that's the children today feel more entitled. I have grown kids and grandkids. Jennifer says, we are straight up people, sad. You already know. Jennifer, baby, see, the Aquarius in me is more laid back. The Aquarius in me is more like, let me listen to what you have to say, where you're coming from, no judgments. I'm a humanitarian person. I have strong beliefs. I'm a fixed signs. I have all of that stuff. But the Sagittarius, you know, when you have a Sagittarius moon, the moon governs your emotions, and it governs your feelings, and it governs the inner you that the world doesn't really see unless they know you. If that makes sense, if you understand moon signs. So with my moon in Sagittarius is, I'm going to be an honest person straight up. I'm going to avoid confrontation at all costs. Don't get it twisted. Just because I walk away from confrontation don't mean I ain't ready for it. You understand what I'm trying to say? I walk away from it because I don't want to go to jail. I walk away from it because I don't want to lose my license. I walk away from it because I don't want to be on World Star. So I walk away from it, but it doesn't mean that I'm scared of it. If that makes sense. I hope y'all all know. Right? Somebody said, gotcha. I want y'all all to know that. It doesn't mean that. But I had to realize that my upbringing was showing up in that conversation. When she was sitting at the bar, you know, I was sipping on my wine, ready for the heifer. I was ready because I was like, this bitch is coming to my house and think, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to choke her. I was ready. And she was ready too. And you know, my daughter's a little Leo. She's a Leo sun and a Cancer moon. So she was ready too. I never saw her like that. So I read her rights. And then she started crying. You know, a little Cancer kicked in. Y'all know y'all emotional. You Cancers are so emotional. She started crying and she said that she was scared of me. Scared of me? So I had to get a little closer to her. I said, why are you scared of me? I never laid hands on you. You've never been physically disciplined. Why are you scared of me? And you know what she said to me? And I had to eat that. Mamas, I'm talking to the mamas. I had to eat that. She said to me, just because you never laid hands on me doesn't mean I don't fear you. I fear you. And so even this moment right now is so uncomfortable for me. And I don't want to have this conversation, but I'm afraid if I walk away, what will happen? Now, in my head, I'm saying to myself, what the fuck does she mean? What will happen? If I never put hands on you, what will possibly happen? And so I'm so unaware because, you know, I'm an Aquarius, right? My sun sign is an Aquarius. My rising is a Leo. I'm so unaware of what's happening with my emotions because, you know, Aquarius, we don't process those emotions. So when you guys come on my page and you motherfuckers get all emotional, you see, I ignore your asses because we don't process them shits. I don't fuck they mad at. Anyway, moving on. So when she said that, in my head, I was like, what does she mean? Other than my Mars, I don't have any water sign in my chart. So I don't know how to process these emotions. I'm more like, no, bitch, we talk about logic. 1 + 1 is 2. I'm a logical person. I'm a reasonable person. We're talking about the fact that I couldn't get in contact with you for 3 days. We're talking about that you disappeared. I've been texting you. You have not texted me back. You did not return my phone calls. And then you use your key to get into my house. That's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about anything else. In my head, I'm thinking that. Somebody says she fears your thank you, mommy. That's my mom. Hey, well, that's my spiritual mom. My biological mom is deceased, but that's my mom. Hey, Queen Mother, you said she fears my firmness. Yeah, I'm learning. And somebody else says she's changing the subject. She was Joetta. She's changing the subject because she fears. She fears my firmness. So I think my mom is right with that. But here's what I'm thinking. She also, not only was she fearing my firmness, mom, but I also think that she was trying to show me that she too is an adult. Now you got to remember, my daughter's sun sign is a Leo. So that's a fire sign as well. And then her moon sign is a Cancer. So she's more emotional. That's why she started crying. See, I wasn't crying. Like the Sagittarius clicked in. I was ready to fight. Not physically fight my daughter because I never laid hands on her, but I was ready to be like, no, I had all the facts ready for you, baby. I was going to give it to you raw. I came to bring the pain. I was like, what? What? Hey, hey. I was ready to bring it to her. I was ready. And she knew I was ready. But what I found in this lesson, then I'm going to go on to my son. What I found, somebody said, ask her to give. Ask her to give what? Give what? Ask her to give what? Somebody said that's dangerous and disrespectful. Somebody said it's a serious situation. Fake name says she cares about your thoughts and holds you in high regard. I can honestly say I stopped fearing my dad as soon as I stopped caring about him. Ooh. I don't want my children to stop caring about me because I'm going to get old one day and somebody's got to take care of all this beauty. So I don't want them to start caring about me. But I get what you're saying. But I want to know what somebody said, ask her to give. Ask her to give me what? Kerwood, ask her to give me what? Tarika says she probably started crying because she realized she didn't have to act like that with you. That's what it was, Karika. See, Karika, you're going to have to come work with me. You're going to have to come. I'm sure if you ain't got a license, I'm sure I can find some position for you. You got to come work with me. That's what it was. Long story short, let me tell you guys what happened. And this is the lesson here. I had to give you guys all of the story because I want you to understand the lesson with my daughter. We're going to move on to my 16-year-old son. She's transitioning. She's becoming an adult. And she's trying to prove to me that she could be independent. My daughter has been afforded a lifestyle that many people from my upbringing has never experienced, right? When she got into senior year, she got a car, right? She's been to Greece. She's been to Italy. She's done all those things without me on my dime. She went to Ivy League University, graduated from Ivy League University, debt-free. So she owes nobody any money. The only college I'm not paying for is medical school. So she will have medical school debt. Just like I have a debt to be a doctor, she'll have a debt to be a doctor as well. She doesn't know what it's like to not have. You know, I just recently purchased a luxury bag. I didn't want it. I gave it to her. That has always been our life. I looked at it. I was like, I don't like this bag. You want it? She said she wanted it. Gave her that bag. Went back on the website. Bought me a bag for myself. So she has had that. But she's trying to prove to me at this moment that she's now an adult. Me, I was hurt because I felt that she was lying to me. And there was no reason to lie to me since I know everything. There's things that my daughter has shared with me that I wish not to know about her. I wish to keep a nice little innocent picture of my daughter, and some shit she shared with me. I was like, well, goddamn. But it has helped us to be better. So when I did her 22nd birthday party, it was so harmonious with all her friends and my 3 girlfriends, and we had so much fun all together. Everyone, we know my girlfriends at the cooking, we were serving, we had a bartender, we had everything going on. And I just felt the love there with everybody, not just my daughter, but everybody. Then after that day, she became a wicked monster, in my opinion. So long story short, I realized in that moment, somebody said, oh, Tarika, you would love to work with me. Send me an email at Ask Dr. Shonna. I know I owe you guys some emails. I know you're going to be like, I always email her that heifer. She never emailed me back. I look at the emails. I look at them. right? But if I sit down and I respond to every last email, I wouldn't make money. So not that your emails are not important. Some of you guys know I do get back to your emails. Other people I will get back to you. And some of the people that email me, you guys are crazy. And so I'm never going to get back to you. I'm just being honest. When you're disrespectful and you're crazy, you're never going to get a response from me. So stop emailing me. But for everyone else, I'm going to email you back. I promise you I will. So Tarika, we'll figure this out. We'll figure out how we can do this. Send me an email. That way we both can make some money. But anyways, I was saying, I realized at that moment that she was transitioning, and I had to allow the transition to happen. And when she said she was scared of me, not for physical reasons, but for other reasons, she chose not to share with me. I asked her to go to family therapy with me. She didn't want to go to family therapy with me. She said that, thank you so much for that donation, Audra. She didn't want to go to family therapy with me. She said that there are thoughts and opinions that she had that she worked through. She didn't want to bring it back up. But you guys know I'm a therapist, and I know that's a fucking lie. But and I challenge any therapist that said it's not allowed. I would give you research. So let's go, baby. That's a fucking lie. But I understand that she was avoiding it because I think she realized at that moment that she was out of bounds. She violated. So with that being said, and maybe you mothers can take this as some advice, is allow your children to become children. I mean, to become adults. And you have to learn how to shift and grow with them. I had to realize that I was putting on my daughter belief systems that was put on me by my mother and by my aunt. And I have to say by my auntie as well. I won't say her name because she watches me, but she know who the fuck I'm talking about. But I would say my auntie as well, because my mother and my auntie were my two moms. And my auntie and my uncle raised me from 15 up. And even though they lived in a whole different state, my auntie lived in the state that I was born and raised in, which is, the Bronx, New York. And I had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. She would drop me off at my mother's house to get to my high school. And then she would pick me up at 11 o'clock at night to bring me back to New Jersey. And that way I would stay out of trouble because I was a fighter. And, some bitches are crazy and they want to jump people 30 people deep. So my block was hot all the time. And I was that kind of person. And my mother was afraid I was going to end up dead, end up in Spofford, which is juvenile detention, or end up pregnant. So she shipped me out to New Jersey. And I wasn't going to be pregnant because this chick right here was not fucking. Couldn't do that. I was a tomboy. And that's something as Aquarius and Sagittarius. That's what we are. We're tomboys. So that wasn't going to happen. But long story short, I started to realize that in my daughter, I started to bring into our relationship things that were my mother did to me. Like my mother, I was forbidden to have a boyfriend until I was 18 years old. So I didn't have a boyfriend until I was 18. No guys can call my house until I was 18 years old, or they might get in a fight with my brother because I was Sean's little sister. He would beat somebody's ass. And so I couldn't have nobody call my house. I was not allowed to wear skirts above my knees. All my skirts was underneath my knees. What else can I have not do? I wasn't allowed to sleep at other people's houses. I was expecting to be a prune in some sense. And stuff that teenage girls do, I bet not have done. My mother was going to whip my ass with something special. So my mother kept her claws on me. And when she felt like she was slipping, as opposed to transitioning with me becoming a teenager and becoming a senior in high school, instead of her transitioning with that process, she wanted to keep me in this young girl stage. And so she shipped me off to New Jersey, where I knew nobody, but I was still in the New York City school district. Makes sense? So with that being said, I started to notice. Somebody said, were you wild when you went to college? So to the messenger 215, no. So my first husband I met at 18 and we got married, right? So no, I wasn't wild. So I didn't date anybody else. I didn't have any other boyfriends. That was it. So I've been married half my life. Half my life I've been married. So no, I wasn't wild in college. I didn't date other people. I didn't know what it was like to go on dates. I mean, I mastered the dating scene. I'm a beast when it comes to dating. But no, I wasn't wild. And the same thing with my daughter. My daughter wasn't allowed to date either. And maybe that was wrong. You know, there's no right or wrong way of being parents. So to my mommies out there, there's no right or wrong way of being a parent, but there is a way of being toxic. And that's the message I'm trying to get out there. There is a way of being toxic, right? So my daughter was not allowed to date all through high school. She couldn't go to senior prom outside of the prom. You can go to the prom, but bring your little ass home. You ain't going down to the shore, to the beach. That shit ain't happening. So that caused a lot of turmoil between us. And the reason why I shared that is because she brought that up. And she said it's reminding her of high school. And so my takeaway was when she was in high school, she didn't have control because she was a minor. I had all the control. So what I got out of that is the message she was trying to tell me is she wants her control. So mommies, we have to get to a place where we back up. We back up off our fucking kids and let them be children and let them grow into adults. She's 22 years old. Let them make their mistakes. They have to make the mistakes. The only thing you can do when you have an adult child is to be that child's mentor. That is it, right? So I transitioned in the role of mentor. Now, was that easy? No. My daughter did not speak to me for 2 months. Do you guys know how hard that was for me? For 2 months, not for my daughter, my firstborn, the only girl in the family, the one that I raised to be prim and proper, like she's the one that sits down like, that's how she is. She's a hot mess. Very intelligent, beautiful, smart, savvy, witty, great personality. But baby, I trained her like no other. You ain't fucking nobody on my watch. Right? So I'm not saying I'm proud of that, but that's how it was. I'm just being honest with you guys. So she has that, I'm prim and proper. She has that air about her. And people love it. Like the one guy that loves her, I love him. But she doesn't like him. I love him. He's Nigerian. I love him. He's a great guy. He loves me. We talk all the time on FaceTime. I love this guy, but she doesn't like him like that. But that's her bestie. But my point is, he loves her innocence, right? So I know that innocence pays. So ladies, y'all better learn how to be innocent. Even when y'all are a freak in the bed, you better learn how to be innocent. But y'all can go to Instagram and follow me for all of that shit, because I ain't gonna have that conversation here. It's the way you do that. But that's my daughter. And I had to realize that when she stopped talking to me, that was her way of giving me a message, right? So I backed off. And I know that's hard for so many parents to do, because a lot of parents, they want to be, especially us. Y'all know when I say us, I'm talking about us. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about us. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say us. We are some controlling motherfuckers. Can I be honest with you? I'm cussing up a storm, but I'm being honest with you guys tonight. We are some controlling motherfuckers. We don't want the if you sneeze the wrong way, we be like, that's disrespectful. We are ridiculous. We don't even know why we say half the shit we say. We just say it because our parents raised us to know that was disrespectful. Look at my mama. She's like, yes, we are. Mom, forgive my language. You know I got a nasty mouth, mama. But my point is, we are out of control, right? So I had to get to the point where there's going to be some decisions that she make in life that I'm not going to like. There's going to be some people that she date in life that I'm not going to like. There's going to be some job decisions that she make in life that I'm not going to agree with. But she also has to go through life. She has to go through life. So the mommies out there, I'm about to get into the sons now, and that's going to be my second half, and then I'm out of here. Somebody said, yes, the silence can speak volumes. Yeah, 2 months she silenced me. And I was talking to everybody, my male friends, my female friends. I was like, y'all, I need some help with this motherfucker. And they were just like, the guys. This is what I want to say to you ladies. You ladies, listen to the guys. I know y'all be like anti-men sometime and don't even know it. Y'all got to listen to the men. I know y'all be getting mad at me because some of you ladies feel like I give the guys a lot more clout than I give the women. I love both men and women. But heifers, some of your asses are out of control. Let's just be honest. Stop being in your bag. You know I don't do emotions well. Fuck those emotions. Listen, ladies, some of your asses be in your bag and y'all don't want to listen to the men. It was the men, like my ex-husband, her father, and my oldest son father, he don't give a fuck. He's more like, oh, well, she's 22 years old, Shonna. That's how he is. I'm more like, why did I ask you? I can kill you. That's how I feel. But I'll be like, okay, if you say so, Jay, I got you. Understood. Click, motherfucker, why I ask you anything. But he got a point. He got a point. And so do my male friends that was saying to me, like, yo, they were like, Doc, fall back. Fall back. And that was so hard for me to hear because falling back was not something my mama did. So I had to realize that my mama did it wrong. And how my mother was teaching me was fucking wrong. It was wrong. And I had to fall the fuck back. I need you ladies to fall back. When you ask a man for his advice, take that shit. Unless he's like, beat her ass and throw her outside naked. Then you don't want to take that advice. But you got to learn how to take that shit. And I got to tell you guys this. My female friends was like, oh, no. They were ridiculous. That's disrespectful. She thinks she grown. All right, be grown. Pay your own rent. Does she not realize that car she drives that car because of you? She wouldn't have a college degree if it wasn't for you. What the fuck? Does she realize that bed she sleep in is because of you? All my girlfriends responding that way. All my girlfriends. The guys was like, Ma, be easy. Doc, it's normal. Listen, I watched you. You a great mother. Let her go through it. If she's not talking to you, leave it alone. Give her space. She's going to come through. She's going to know your value. She's going to know your worth. She's going to understand love. But you have to show her that you're allowing her to make her own decision. And she's going to come around. Just pull back. And that was so hard for me to do. But because I know that a lot of our men have wisdom, if we only listen, ladies. I know y'all in your bag, but please don't be in your bag. Y'all know I love y'all. Right? Yeah, somebody said men don't speak like your girlfriends. No, I love my girlfriends because when I want to cut somebody else, my girlfriend be like, yeah, fuck them. Let's get them. My girlfriends be with it, right? I'm like, let me tell you what this motherfucker did. They're like, yeah. They be with it, right? But the guys were like, nah, Doc, nah, Ma. The guys take a different approach. So that's why I'm so balanced in the way I approach male and female relationships, because I don't allow my girlfriends to amp me up, because those heifers love their emotions. And me, y'all already know, I don't come from a place of emotions. Not that I don't feel emotions, but I sit back like, that shit don't make sense to me. I like to balance it out. I weigh it all out. That don't make sense to me. But my girlfriends, they be like, well, I'm angry. Fucking burn it all down. Fuck them up. Like, that's what my girlfriends are. They're all cute and highly educated, make a lot of money, but they're crazy bitches, right? I love them, but they're crazy. I don't get down like that. I like to hear what the guys say. And the guys all told me to calm down. And I have to say, ladies, that the guys won. The guys won. Because I didn't approach her. I left it alone. She was coming home from work. She was going in her room. She wasn't talking to me. It was killing me because you can't give me the silent treatment in my house, not my house. The only person that's doing that, if she chooses to, would be me, not you. But she was giving me the silent treatment in my house. And I had to allow her to go through that process. And then out of nowhere, before she was going to visit her father, she was driving her and her brother in the car that I bought her, but nonetheless, driving her and her brother to Pennsylvania. I said to her, how long is this going to last? That's what I said to her. And I said, I want you to have your space, and I want you to understand that I recognize and respect you as an adult. But how long is this going to last? Because this has never been the thread of our family. She said, what do you mean? I said, when do we not speak to each other? I don't want you to speak to me because I'm having this conversation, but I'm asking you, how long will this last? And she just looked at me. She didn't have no words. She just was like, and I said, baby girl, you can do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to ask you this. Will you be at peace if I was to die today or tomorrow? Would you be at peace with our relationship? She said, well, no, I won't. And I said, would you be able to get over my transition peacefully? She said, no, I wouldn't. I would be hurt. It would hurt me. She started crying. She was like, you're my world, you're my everything. And I said, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm asking you just to keep that in perspective, because when my mother died, I had peace. My mother was my best friend. And I said, you know, from the way grandma raised you and how grandma raised your brother, like I never had to do anything for you guys because my grandma had it. My mother was my best friend. So if you are fine with this relationship as it stands with us, then okay, you let me know what you want to do. I'm not fine with it and I'm not pressuring you. And she said, can I have a hug? And I gave her a hug. And from that moment, we talked, even to this day. And so now when she's sleeping out, she just texts me and she says, Mom, I'm sleeping out. I'm not coming home. I'm like, all right, be safe. Or she says, Mom, I'm with so-and-so. I'll be home later on today. Or Mom, I'm going to stay over tonight. I'm going to go to work from here. And now she's communicating with me. That's the only thing I asked her to do, was to be in communication. That's it. That's it. It took 2.5 months for that to happen, but it happened. So mommies, I need you guys to stop being crazy. I know how it feels to have a little heifer disrespect you. I know how it feels. But mommies, I need y'all to stop being crazy and just allow time to happen. Because listen, a lot of us, we're so uncomfortable with time because time takes time, right? And a lot of us, we don't want to take time. We want that shit to happen today, tonight, not tomorrow. We want it to happen right now. And you have to understand that if you raise your children right, you will allow them the process of revealing how they feel, and then you allow them the opportunity to understand that you are on their side, right? So it's not a perfect relationship that I have with my kids, but it's a perfect relationship for us, if that makes sense. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's not a perfect relationship. You guys can look at me and feel like, all right, Doc, you're giving them too much fucking leeway. You the boss. No, I wouldn't do it. That might be fine for your household, but in my household, communication, trust, honesty, friendship, community, that works in my household. And I needed to get that back to a balance. I needed to bring back in those things that she was taking away, because at the same time she wanted to be adult. That helped me so much. Like, she's not home right now because she told me, well, I'm going to so-and-so's house and I'm going to be dog sitting. So in my head, I'm like, dog sitting, fuck them and them fucking dogs. But this is the life that she's trying to build. So she want to dog sit for her little friend. Go ahead and dog sit for your little friend. I won't be doing no dumb shit like that. But I was raised differently, right? And I got to allow her to be her. So that's what she's doing. Somebody said, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Cassandra says, tell her like it is. It is what it is, right? Cameron says, that's awesome. Now let's get on to my son. This is where somebody says she earned that car. She ain't earned shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, she earned that car, but the generational curse in me would be like, she ain't earned shit, right? That's how we do. Do you pay any bills in this house? That's how we are. But I have to tell you, I've never uttered those words to my children. Do you pay any bills in this house? I've never done that. My mom used to do that. When I was 16 or 17 years old, I can't fully remember. I was working at CS First Boston, and that was in the World Trade Center. So I remember the first bombing that happened. I was there when the first bombing happened. But I was working at CS First Boston, and I was doing trade allocations, so moving $1 million or more. And I was 16 years old. And I remember when I got my first check, my mother said to me, well, how much was your check? Because I'm going to let you know how much your rent is. Bitch, what the fuck, rent? And I had to pay rent. And I know some of you guys think that's okay. And I'm not here to tell you whether it is okay or it isn't. That's your business. I'm saying I committed to not doing that with my children. I committed to removing that stress from my children, right? So, but at the same time, I taught my children about money. I taught my children about life insurance policies, in which she has. When my son gets 18, he's going to have a life insurance policy too. I taught my children about stocks and bonds, which they all have, except for the 7-year-old. He's not there yet. I have purchased board games that teach about money and finances, and we play that as a family. I have purchased flashcards that teach about the stock market, and we play that as a family so they can memorize the terms, bear market, bull market, and stuff like that. They need to memorize those terms. I teach them that stuff. My mother didn't do that with me. She wanted me to pay rent, but she didn't teach me how to increase my money. My son just went to go pick up a full bill, $100, right? $100. I ain't gonna tell you what he's been doing because it's probably not legal in terms of the academic field. But he charged some students $100 for a little something, read between the lines, and he went to go pick up his money. And that's okay because he knows that iPhones I do not buy, Jordans I do not buy, a new bike I do not buy. I'm paying for his driving school records. I mean, his driving school class in which he's completing next week. He'll be ready to drive my car, which he will not be driving. He'll be driving my daughter's car when she's home. I'll teach him how to drive a stick, and he'll be on that car because that's a stick shift. I taught my daughter how to drive a stick. I'm going to teach my son how to drive a stick. I know how to drive a stick. Their father drives a stick. That's what we're going to do. Not that people are still buying sticks, but just in case, you never know what will happen, they're going to know how to drive a stick. But with that being said, he wants to impress his little girlfriend. We're about to get into him right now. You want to impress your little girlfriend, then you need to have money. You're not going to have my money. So with my son, I allowed him to get a job, and I'm guilty. I did not allow my daughter to get a job. I am guilty. Well, she got a job in summer, but not throughout school. Whereas him, I allowed him to get a job throughout school because as a Black child, he has to be able to carry on his shoulder the adversity that life brings him. I want y'all to know about that, ladies. That's a whole nother conversation. But long story short, well, I'm about to get out of here because I don't want to go too much over. Right? But I'm going to say this. My daughter and I are now talking. I have since transferred over her car insurance to her name. I took her off because I was paying for her car insurance. In the state of New Jersey, I don't know about anywhere else, but if they're under a certain age and they're living in a household with you, they're under your insurance unless they get their own insurance. And my insurance was hella high per month. So I made her pay her own because she makes a pretty penny. And I know grown-ass men and women who don't make what she makes. So she had to pay her own. She has to pay her own car maintenance. She has to pay her own Easy Pass. And at the end of this month, she knows that she'll be paying her own cell phone bill as well. So what I started to do was just transition her off of my finances onto her own. So now, since you want to be big and bad and don't want to tell me who you're sleeping with, and she probably shouldn't have to, but I want to know because I'm a nosy ass mama. Pay your own shit. So I've done that with her. Now with my son. So mamas and daddies, this little 16-year-old is dating. And he doesn't listen to me. And of course, y'all know I listen to my men. They told me to fall the fuck back. So I'm listening to them. But he does not listen to me when it comes to dating. It is my preference that he doesn't date till the end of high school, like my daughter. But people are telling me that I should not do that because he's a guy and it's different. So I'm trying to embrace that. But I don't like his girlfriend. Well, let me rephrase that. I didn't like his girlfriend. Let me say that. I didn't like his girlfriend. I actually do like her now. I would never tell him that. But I do like her now. And she started to, control her little attitude, right? Because as mamas, we know that when we see these little heifers, no offense, some of y'all women are conniving. I mean, listen, ladies, don't get in your bag. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Some of y'all ladies are fucking conniving. Y'all slicksters, rude, disrespectful. I mean, you name it. You name it. And she was embodying all of those characteristics I cannot stand. I saw it in her. Let me tell you something. When I was a teenager and I snuck having a boyfriend until my mama found out, and we had a police dog and he can find my ass anywhere. Ooh, that German Shepherd can find me anywhere. So that ain't work out too well. But I was never disrespectful to my so-called boyfriend's mother. Like, she loved me to this day. If I was to call her to this day, she's like, oh my God, come over. She loves me. She doesn't think I curse. She doesn't think that I'm, a certain kind of way. I'm nice and innocent. And that's how she sees me. I don't see this girl this way. This girl is so much more advanced than my son. And he is head over heels for her. I didn't even tell him to get a job. He went out and got a job when he got a girlfriend. Ain't that something? Because he want to take her out to the movies. This dude takes his little girlfriend to the movies that I go to. And you need at minimum for yourself to go to that movie is $100. I ain't lying to y'all. Y'all can look it up all you want. If you don't believe me, it's iPick. To get in the movie theater is like $25 to get in. One ticket, then you order a drink, order some food, $100 easily. One person. And he take her ass to the iPick. Now they can't drink because they're underage, but they be eating this shit like that. Fucking luxury date. What the fuck? Are you serious? As my mother would say, is you serious? And he's been doing all types of special things for her. They celebrated their 6-month anniversary. He ain't never bought me a gift in his life, but bought her a gift. So I was in my bag. I was feeling some kind of way. I was. So I started to do some research and I started to realize that there's a process for mothers. It's something that we go through as mothers. And I'll put some links. I'll put some links so you guys can read the research if you're interested. But there's something that we go through as mothers when it comes to our sons. And so I said, wait a minute. I started to pull back and I recognized that he got a job. He's excited about his job. He got his entrepreneur business going on. He's been checking on his stocks that he purchased. If you guys have been following, there's a video out there that got millions of views where I've talked about teaching him about the stock market and him buying stocks. He still has those stocks. He monitors his stocks. He's so excited about this shit. He really do think that he's going to have this long-term relationship with this girl. Maybe he would, but God, no, I hope not. But maybe he would. I like her. I'm sounding mean right now. It wouldn't be my choice. I would have somebody that look just like his mama. Right? That's my choice. But I like her. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I like her. I'm just saying, she all right. She grew on me. She turned respectful. She shared with me a lot of things that she goes through in her life, maybe because she knows what I do for a living. So she shared with me a lot of her traumas and stuff. And my son helps her through that. And I can't stand it. But I have to say that I have to allow him the process of doing what he's doing. I may see, and I could be wrong, but I see that you're going to get your heart broke. And so as a mommy, we try to go in and protect our sons from getting their heart broken. And we try to show them. But I noticed that every time I was trying to show him what I see, he was getting defensive. He was getting angry at me. He was not talking to me. But his silent treatments are nothing like my daughter's. My daughter went 2 goddamn months without speaking to me. He goes a day and then he breaks down after day number 2. He like, Mom, can I talk to you? He feels some kind of way. But with him, for some reason, when he give me a silent treatment, we can do it, baby. We can do it all day. But he comes over and he starts to ask me questions. He really wants me to like her. He really wants me to like her. So I say that to say, somebody says, I'm waiting on the black part. What is the black part? I don't understand. They're black. What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. Somebody says, no, you're sounding wise and lovable. Thank you so much. Let it go. He's just being a male. Yeah, he is. Somebody said he has to experience that. Yeah, he's gonna have to experience the heartbreak. Someone else is saying, please don't say anything. She'll be gone as quick as she came. My mother was absolutely right on this. Yeah, Keisha, you're right. So Keisha took the words out of my mouth. What I was gonna say is I had to bridle my tongue. And I want you mothers to do the same thing, because we like to be petty as hell as mamas. You know what I'm saying? We're very protective about our sons. But what I noticed is I stopped talking about her. I stopped showing him the things that I was seeing because he don't see it. And I leave it alone now. And you know what's so weird is that her mother texts me, her stepmother texts me. We're all in communication. We're taking the kids to see Christmas tree lighters, and I don't celebrate no fucking Christmas. But that's what they want to do. I'll be like, I don't go. But I'm like, yeah, he can go. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't fucking go. Not one iota. He know how I feel about all that fucking pagan shit. But I let him go ahead. And they're like, oh my God, I wish, my sons were like your son. And they're texting me and the mothers all want to get together and shit. I want to get together with you. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit because can't wait for this end. But I ain't gonna never say that to them, right? I'm never gonna say it. But she comes in the house now. When they ask me permission, she can come over. They know the rules. Sit in the living room and shit so I can watch your asses. They know the rules. But she comes right over. She gives me a hug. She gives me a kiss. And I'm starting to like her. And I'm starting to see that she's starting to smooth out around her edges. Like when I first met her, I was like, whoa, she's dark and angry. But she's starting to smooth out around her edges. And she may not be a natural hair wearer like me. She may not be mocha brown like me. But as y'all people would say, I don't believe in that shit. All the other shit. Everybody's all the same. I don't believe in none of that shit. But as y'all would say, she one of us. As y'all would say, I don't believe in that shit. But nonetheless, he like her. He like her, and she's respectful. Her mother talks to me. Her stepmother talks to me. I don't speak to the father, but I choose not to speak to a male anyway. This is my upbringing and my raising. But they all speak. And she's respectful, and they're planning this shit, and they're like, well, what are we gonna do for the summer? All of them. I'm not like that. They all like, well, what are we gonna do for the summer? I'm like, bitch, you going to college? What the fuck you mean? But I don't say nothing. I don't say that to them. I'm like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are we gonna do for the summer? Are we gonna go all away together so they can have time together? No, bitch, we ain't going away together. I'm like, oh, I'll have to see my schedule. That'll be a great idea. I have to look at my schedule. Can't promise you anything because no, my answer is no. But this is what they do. And I have to say that me falling back, me getting away from everything that's been going on, no, it hasn't made them break up. She from New York City, Brooklyn. Y'all know how Brooklyn is, right? Y'all know about Brooklyn. If y'all don't know about Brooklyn, y'all can go ahead and watch some YouTube videos. I'm from the Bronx. We're a different breed. But nonetheless, she's from Brooklyn and New York City. So they're raised a little bit differently. And my son ain't never lived in a city. He don't know about that life, but he know I'm from the city. And he spent time at his grandma's house when she was alive in the Bronx. So he think he from the city. So he try to be like city. But this chick is way more advanced than my son. Like, she don't need to tell me. I know what's up with her. I already know what she's doing between them sheets. I already know. But they ain't got to tell me. I ain't stupid. I already know. But, I come in the room every now and then, like, I want to teach you how to put on a condom. Do you know? Mom, I know how to put on a condom. Well, okay. Do you want dad to show you? Mom, leave me alone. No, okay. Go get the banana. I'm going to show you. And I do it anyway. I teach them anyway because, moms, we have to embrace this stuff. We got to stop being so totally taboo and acting like this shit is never going to happen. It's going to happen. Learn to embrace it. Learn to accept it. Our children are going to become adults. Our children are going to have relationships that we don't agree with. Our children are going to be doing things that they don't agree with. And when they become an adult, it is their life. It is their business. But what I do appreciate is that they still include me. I do appreciate that they do run things by me. I do appreciate that, he didn't shove her down my throat. I just seen that Miss New York. I'm going to call her Miss New York. And maybe I'm biased because I'm from New York and I know what it's like to have a New York vibe and a New York upbringing and New York education is different than the children out here. So I'm on to her ass like white on rice. I got you, baby. I got you. I'm on to your ass like white on rice. However, I understand it's new and exciting for him. And as the guys say to me, somebody said, Jay Money said, do you know if he's a virgin? Oh, Jay Money, you making me need to drink. Jay Money. I don't know he's a virgin. But I don't want to be ignorant and act like he is and he really isn't. Listen, I'm going to teach him how to put on a condom anyway. And I'm going to let him know. I'm going to show him pictures of gonorrhea and syphilis and herpes and you name it. I'm showing him all of that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I know a lot of us don't like to have these conversations about sex and taboo issues. I do. I do. Right? Somebody said, teach her, long, her culture, blackness, her natural look, such as yourself, Doc. Teach who? His girlfriend? I can't teach her none of that shit. Listen, y'all, some of y'all come on here like, teach her, teach her. This is nothing against you who said that. But I'm going to tell y'all, some of y'all don't even know your own fucking culture. Some of y'all coming here with blonde wigs and fucking blue eyes. Like, y'all know I'm not throwing shade. I'm just being honest. So if I can't teach half of you motherfuckers that wear blonde wigs and blue contact lenses, how the fuck I'm going to teach her? I mean, we got to be honest with this kind of shit. Like, we got to really be honest, right? We got to really be honest because sometimes we get in our head. That's that cognitive dissonance. I'm going to do a video on this maybe in a couple of days, but we got to get in our heads that when we get this awakening, we think that everyone is going to think like us and everything's going to live a life like us. No, they're not. We are competing against a different breed, a different generation of people who don't move like us. And let's not pretend like I wasn't always awake. My ass didn't awake until I got divorced in my first marriage. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy. Let me wake the fuck up. And that's when I woke up, right? But some of your asses just started waking up in the last 5 years. Let's not act like we've been awoke every goddamn day. Let's not act like that. And that's what some of us do. We act like we've been awoke for fucking 45 years. No, motherfuckers, y'all have not been awoke that long. Stop pretending. Your asses are still doing a lot of fucking white supremacy shit. I'm trying to get out of that shit. Y'all know my guilty pleasures. I'll tell y'all my guilty pleasures all the time. Bags and cars. I'm trying to break out of that shit. However, where it matters, it is all black, right? My kids are educated by black school system. You understand what I'm trying to say? So where it matters, I do the parts that I can do. When I go out and I buy stuff food and stuff like that, I try to go to black restaurants and shit like that for the most part. You get what I'm trying to say? Where I know we got businesses, right? When I need somebody to come in and paint my apartment, a black person did all of this. So with that being said, I try to do my part, but the reality is we still live in a white supremacy world. And some of us, we act like we are just like anti-white supremacy. We just woke the fuck up and we're not doing anything white supremacy anymore. Shut the fuck up. That shit is not even true. Why are you the goddamn shower that you take every goddamn day is white owned. So you want me just to teach her about her culture and her belief system, all this shit. Some of y'all don't even know your own culture and belief system. And if I'm patient with y'all and patient with myself, we got to be patient with everybody else. We got to be patient with the people our children tend to date. Right? Somebody said, no, Doc, that is not what I am talking about teaching. Okay, maybe I misunderstand you. I'm sorry, baby. Don't write to me all in caps screaming at me. I ain't screaming at you, screaming at me and shit. Just tell me what you mean, right? Somebody said, not just light skin. Don't know, but she's not brown or dark skin. I was woke in 2013. That was only 7 years ago. That's not a long time. And see, this is what I'm talking about. If somebody say, whoa, but she's not dark skinned. Some of you motherfuckers ain't dark skinned. What are you saying? This is the shit that I'm not under. Somebody said, you have a Chanel bag, Dr. Shonna. I just found out the price. You better stop. Right? Somebody out here saying she not dark skinned. This is the shit that I'm talking about. See, when you say that she's not dark skinned, she's light skinned, all that colorism shit, in my opinion, is divisive. Somebody said, take a drink. I'm going to take a drink. Thanks, Boo. All that colorism shit is divisive. And the thing that drives me crazy is some of you guys, and I know it because I get the email, so don't try to act like you're all fucking innocent. Some of y'all got some strong opinions, let's say, for example, about same-sex relationship, but y'all got gay kids. Shut the fuck up. Some of you guys got strong opinions about Hispanics, but y'all got fucking Hispanic daughter-in-laws, Hispanic wives, Hispanic husbands. Shut the fuck up. Some of y'all say shit about light skin, but y'all motherfuckers yourself got light skin parents, light skin kids. Shut the fuck up. You're not being honest. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's why we can't get nowhere as a people. Because we try to make it seem like the only thing you can be is dark. Now, I think dark is beautiful. If I can say so myself. But I do understand that black is just a term, right? And it comes in many different colors. Some of y'all be also like high and mighty when it comes to fucking dark. But if you really go over to Mother Africa, and I know some of y'all African in here as well, so let's just be fucking honest. See, y'all got me cursing now because y'all making me mad. Let's be fucking honest. Some of y'all in Mother Africa don't even like the fact that you're dark. Let's just be honest. Since you want to go there, family, since y'all want to go there, I wasn't going there. I was just sharing my life. But since y'all want to go there and shit, let's really fucking go there. Y'all motherfuckers in Africa wear wigs, weaves, blonde hair, and y'all love white men. What the fuck? Are you serious? Y'all come over here. Some of the African men come over here, and the only thing you want is light, bright, damn well white. Stop fucking playing with me. Y'all even get white. Stop playing with me. But y'all want to come on social media where you can hide behind your little gif or your little fucking memoji and act like you something else, knowing your whole fucking family is fucked up. Stop playing with me. See, when you come to this channel, this channel is about fixing our mind, right? Listen, you're not going to see me. Now, do I have my African gear? You absolutely will see me in my African gear every now and then. When I go to speak, most of the time I have something that's African on. Absolutely. I do have that on without a doubt. But let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest. See, y'all like to fucking live in lies. Maybe this is my Sagittarius moon kicking in. I don't like to fucking live in lies. Y'all like to live in lies. Y'all just think because y'all wear a dashiki and y'all smell like shea butter, y'all fucking asses is better than anybody. No, get the fuck out of here. Some of y'all wear dashikis and smell like shea butter, you're getting your asses beat. You're in domestic violence situation. Some of y'all wear shea butter and dashikis and you fucking hate yourself. You hate your skin and you're being fucking extra because you're trying to prove a point to yourself and nobody else and everyone else see that you hate yourself. Some of y'all be in dashiki and shea butter and y'all can't stand fucking black people that don't look like you, that don't like people that are not in dashikis and shea butter. Some of you guys are in dashikis and shea butters and today you are vegan and you can't stand everybody else who eat chicken. Shut the fuck up. No, Shonna's not drunk. Shonna's telling the truth. One drink is not going to get me drunk. There's nothing that I'm doing is slurring my word. Because I'm telling y'all the truth, I'm drunk. No, motherfucker, it's late night. It's 2 o'clock in the goddamn morning. It's late night. I'm telling y'all the truth. And I had to address y'all. Thank you for that donation, Michael. See, when I address you guys at late night, because it's late night, when I address you guys, I'm drunk. No, bitch, I'm not fucking drunk. Some of y'all say some ignorant shit. And it pisses me off because y'all like to listen to people that promote one way and y'all don't know what their life is really like behind closed cameras. And then you get somebody like me who's honest and I'm going to tell you my life. I'm going to show you my life because I'm not afraid of it. And y'all have a whole bunch of criticisms. And it's easy to criticize somebody who's in the spotlight versus your ass that ain't in the spotlight when no one can really dig up your shit because you hiding behind an emoji that's not really you, a fake ass name, and saying that you're something other than what you are. And you get to come out here and talk shit about people knowing you don't even live your life like that. I have a real problem with that. I have a real problem like that. You know, I can't stand it. Some of y'all to be talking about, I like my sister's natural. I like my sister's natural, but your bitch got a fucking weave. Shut the fuck up. You're fake as hell. And that bothers me. You just took a positive conversation and y'all took it to another level. You're fake as hell. Fake as hell. And y'all don't want to talk about the truth. And that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. You got so many of y'all are Caribbean people. No, listen, I'm not getting on Caribbeans whatsoever. I know you like to say, oh, wait, her name is Etienne. She must be Haitian. My husband is Haitian. Or my husband is what I should say. My husband is Haitian. Absolutely. But I am going to say this. For you Caribbean people, y'all try to act like y'all so conscious and righteous. But among y'all, let's just be honest. If it ain't white, it ain't right. If it's not non-hue, it ain't true. Let's just be honest. And that's something that y'all don't really want to talk about. Your pride. Your pride, the white people coming in your family. Got all types of girlfriends and boyfriends that don't look shit like you. But you want to be righteous online. Shut the fuck up. Right? Somebody said, keep it a buck. I'm trying to keep it a buck. People pissing me off. But they don't want to talk about the truth because they want to hide behind shit. Avatars and shit on social media. The truth is the truth. I don't concern myself with whether somebody's light skinned or dark skinned, whether somebody is biracial or they're so-called black. And I say so-called because, you know, many of us in this country, the ADOS people, we all engineered, right? So-called. I don't concern myself with any of that shit. Because when I see you as me. That's how I see you. Now, do you guys see me as you? Nah, a lot of y'all don't. A lot of y'all don't. A lot of y'all got the division straight up. And we even have divisions within our own. I don't wear dashikis that smell like shea butter, although I do use shea butter every morning, but my shit is scented a different type of way that I make my own scents. But that's a different type of something. You know, I shave my armpits. Some of you motherfuckers don't shave your armpits, don't shave your coochie damn hair, don't shave your legs, and you think you righteous above everybody because you got fucking afros all over the place. No, that shit don't make you righteous. It makes you different, but not righteous. I'm just saying. So I hate when I say that in here, right? I hate when I say that here. I want to be able to just be honest with it. Because I go to so many different other pages, Asian pages, African pages, Hispanic pages, you name it. And I watch what they talk about. I watch what they're saying. And we are the ones that are fucking tearing our people down left and right. Left and right. Somebody said, I love a nappy dugout. Listen, nappy dugout don't stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop a goddamn thing, right? But I'm just trying to say, me using it as an example is me saying that people think because, you know, they got hair grown all over the place, they're better than the next person who don't have hair grown all over the place. Shut the fuck up. You guys are corny as hell with that shit. That's all I'm saying. Right? Somebody said the truth hurts a phony person. It is what it is. You know, y'all need to stop all this shit. Some of y'all got gay kids, but y'all anti-gay. Shut the fuck up. Y'all sound stupid as hell. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not disowning my children if they came out to be same sex. I'm not disowning my children. Your belief is your belief and you're entitled to it, just like I'm entitled to mine. Y'all be coming out here talking a real fucking strong game, but got gay kids. Shut the fuck up. Deal with your own shit. Deal with your own emotions, your own beliefs, your own traumas, your own disappointments, your own grief. Deal with your shit before you come on here and put your fucking misery on somebody else. You know why I don't talk about those issues? because we have children and family members in our family that we love dearly that is dealing with that. So who am I? Who am I to be offensive to the people I say I love? I'm not going to do that. You're never going to hear me talk on those topics because people are entitled to do what the fuck they want to do. And it don't make a goddamn difference for me with our asses getting on point. If you don't think white gay people are on point with white people when it comes to economics and power, you better think again. It's our asses that divide everything. So yeah, now I'm getting disgusted. I'm getting disgusted at our own ignorance. Somebody said I'm better because I don't get a relaxer. I mean, I know what you mean when you say that, sister, with your laughing emoji. I know what you mean, but at the end of the day, am I to degrade my sisters or brothers who get a relaxer? Am I? Who makes me fit to do that when I had to come out of my stages on my own to get to where I am today? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the minute we wake up, we don't have patience for people who are trying to wake up. And I find an issue with that. That's what bothers me. And that's what lets me know our own community has some real severe mental health issues that they have to get through. Somebody said the nappier, the happier. Hey. But you get what I'm saying. That's what I have an issue with. Is that we don't know what to fucking be mad at. We mad at every goddamn thing. That in itself is trauma. And then we follow people that got a title and their asses are mad at everything too. And we just think because they're mad, we gotta be mad like them because we sharing the pain. That's all we doing is sharing in the pain and the trauma, but ain't nobody healing anybody. That's the problem. Yeah, natural is beautiful. Somebody said natural is beautiful though. It is. Natural is beautiful. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes when I see bitches, and no offense to the chicks out there with your weaves, I understand it. I get it. I used to be there. I understand it. So y'all already know, no offense. But sometimes I do be looking at y'all doing all of this shit and doing all of this and doing this and shit. And or I be like, bitch, it ain't yours. Calm the fuck down online and purchase that lip gloss so I can get the fuck on there and get what I need. Sometimes I do feel like that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But do I look at you any less black? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Right? I understand when you walk around with that silky weave all the way down under your ass. You know what I'm saying? Walking down all the way under your ass and you doing all this shit and your fucking shit look all fucked up. You can't even see a scalp. I can see that shit is a lace front. I can see that shit is all fake and shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else online got their hair and shit. And you the only one in the store without your hair. I get it. I understand. You think you look cute. You shit sitting like a helmet. I get it. I get it. But you are cute. You are cute. You are beautiful. And then I walk in the room. Then I walk in the room. Yeah, and they like, oh, your sister likes the cute things, boo. And I keep it moving. But nonetheless, I was there too. I was there too. But I'm patient. I'm patient with my sisters. You know what I'm saying? I'm patient with them with, their blonde hair and their fake lashes and shit and blue eyes and shit. I'm patient. You know what I'm saying? I'm very patient. It takes some time. It takes some time to realize the self-hate. It takes some time. Somebody said, not the helmet. Yes, baby, the helmet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some chick tried to curse me out the other goddamn day, and I was good. She tried to curse me out. I couldn't even see a part in her fucking wig. She thought she was all about it. I said, yes, I understand. Excuse me. May I get your manager? That's all I said. I didn't respond back to her ass because all of that shit that was going on with her fucking red wig and shit. I couldn't argue with that shit. That shit, you would lose a fight immediately. Immediately. You would be a world star. I couldn't even do that shit. Go get your manager. Fuck out of here with all that shit. But I'm just saying, some of y'all be on here acting like you're holier than thou and shit, talking about gays and your kid is a gay. Fuck, stop saying stupid shit. Talk about white people, you married to a white person, your child is white. Shut the fuck up. Stop saying dumb shit. Stop saying dumb shit. I'm just saying. Talking about going to motherland Africa and everybody in motherland Africa trying to get a white husband. I'm just saying, just fucking just be honest. Just be honest. I'm tired of the lies. Like I can give y'all videos for days of the lies y'all be talking about. But anyway, that's it. I went over about a half an hour. I'm sorry. Only thing I wanted to say to you guys was allow your kids to grow up. Right? Somebody says natural hair is refreshing. It is. Somebody said, what's so great about weaves? Well, let me tell you what's so great about weaves. Who said that? Donald King says you want to be anti-weave. I ain't anti-weave. I'm anti-busted fucking wig. That's what I am. I'm not anti-weave. You know what I'm saying? People get to do whatever they want to do. I'm so glad I'm transitioned out of that stage and I don't have to deal with it. But let's just be honest. When you say what's so great about weave, you can do a lot of things with the weave that doesn't damage your hair, right? But the problem is a lot of people that make those comments don't even like their own hair because they feel it's too much to deal with. That's the problem that I have. However, if people want to wear a wig or a weave, that's their prerogative. You know what I'm saying? It's not you wearing a wig or a weave is not going to stop me getting you on track with understanding why we have to pull together and make decisions together that's going to benefit us as a whole. It's not going to stop that. I'm never going to stop people from wearing their wigs and weaves, right? People have been wearing wigs and weaves for a long time. It's not going to stop. So when you say what's so refreshing about it is people get to do whatever they choose to do, and sometimes being a natural hair woman is a lot of work to do natural hair, right? And so people put on wigs to avoid doing their natural hair, and it shortens the time. They're able to just throw it on and run out the house. That's one segment of people. Then you also have to consider that some people have alopecia and other disorders that take away their hair, so they don't want to be bored or bald or with patches in their hair, so they put on wigs. So I try to be cautious about what I say because some people do suffer from disorders and they haven't fully accepted their disorder because you men tend to choose what you find beautiful or not. So don't try to absolve yourself of responsibility in this. Because if you guys would let us know more often than not that we are beautiful in our natural beauty, maybe we would like that more. But you guys are always looking at motherfuckers that don't look like us, and it brings up a lot of insecurities in some Black women. Let's just be honest. So there are different reasons why people wear wigs and weaves. And if that's what they do, that's what they do. I don't know their story. I don't know if they have bald patches in their hair. I don't know if they're going through cancer or some other type of autoimmune disorder that causes their hair to fall out. I don't know if they have alopecia. I don't know if they have dermatitis or something that's causing these things to happen. I don't want to make that assumption. I don't know if their hair doesn't grow more than this and they got a little ponytail like that and you tease them all their fucking life as children and now they're traumatized, so they figure the only time they're beautiful is when they have hair on their head because your asses, you fucking men, tease their asses so much. So let's not stop pretending, right? Let's stop pretending like we don't all have some type of responsibility in why Black women are wearing wigs and weaves in their head. So we're taking this conversation somewhere else. It's time for me to go to sleep, right? Y'all lucky I don't see clients tomorrow because I will be sleeping right about now. But let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Somebody says, as a Black man, I caught myself overlooking the natural hair women. I had to stop myself. Thank you for being honest. Somebody said, laugh out loud. They're not going anywhere. Wigs date back to ancient Egypt. Yes, that's right. Right? Somebody said, I never saw a low maintenance weave. Come on, you never saw a low. Let me tell you something. No, should I go get my wig? Let me go get my wig. Y'all think I'm playing. I hope y'all don't see my legs when I stand up. Give me a second. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all better stop playing. You never saw a low maintenance. Y'all better stop playing. You don't know what money looks like. That's the problem right there, baby. That's the problem right there, baby. Let me show you. This is from 2017, baby. Let me show y'all something. This is from 2017. You see this shit? Y'all see this scalp? Y'all see how great that is? This is a 2017 wig. Stop playing with me. You see this here? You see this here? 2017. This is 2020. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Do you understand what I'm saying here? Do you see this? You don't know nothing about this shit. What you mean you don't know what a low maintenance? This is 2000. I haven't wore this shit since 2017. Get the fuck out of here. This is $800, baby. The fuck are you talking about? You never saw. Baby, you've been buying cheap ass hair. That's the problem. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. I know what I'm talking about. But this is expensive. This is expensive to put $800 on your hair. And when this shit start thinning out, you gotta get a new one. That's another $800 out your pocket. Who the fuck paying for all of that? Not me. This is 800. This is why I ain't throw this bitch out. This shit costs so much money. Shit. And this is not even wet. If I wet her ass, you know how she will look? Y'all better stop playing. That's why I say I'm not here to judge people. I'm not, but I'm saying you try to step to me, you got a busted ass wig. I might get hilarious on your ass if you got a busted ass wig. I'll be like, bitch, please, you need to get a wig out my closet. You doing too much with that cheap ass shit. Let me sell you one of my old motherfucking wigs that look great and nobody would ever tell. Right? But that's another conversation. Somebody said that's a real wig. I'm just trying to tell you. Right? Somebody said it still look new. This is 2017. Do you hear me? 2000. Y'all know I've been locked. And y'all know before that, my hair has been out and natural. Out and natural. I took this shit off in 2017. I said I can't do it anymore. Too much money. And you know why I was doing it? Because my husband loved hair. He loved this shit. And my hair was natural. He wasn't used to natural hair black women. You know what I'm saying? And he black himself. He Haitian. He wasn't used to natural hair black women. And he loved hair. So, you know, I have to keep it spicy in the bed. What you love, I'm going to give you. What you love, baby, I'm going to give you. He loved hair. So he would buy this shit. I'm like, oh, babe, I saw a wig I want to get. He'd be like, how much is it? $1,200? He'll give it to me. I would go buy the shit. I can go in my closet and pour some more shit down. I should probably sell this shit. But I'm just saying. He loved this shit. We got a whole bunch of these goddamn things in the closet. These dummy heads to keep my hair tight. This is 2017, baby. Go ahead and check the archives. Don't believe me. Check the archives. Go ahead and follow me on Facebook and all that shit. You'll see that shit is old as hell. Check the archives. Right? Kiki, do you love me? Whatever he wanted, I gave him. But anyway, somebody said, yeah, doctor, sell it. Yeah, I'm about to. Donald said, I just don't understand why Black men can't give their opinion. We're tired of wigs and fake lashes. No. Dr. King, you can give your Donald King, you can give your opinion. I'm not telling you not to give your opinion. It's an opinion. It's not a fact. I just showed you a fact. You said you don't understand low maintenance. I just showed you low maintenance. That's it. Like, don't get in your bag. Don't get hurt about it. We're having a conversation. Somebody said you turn into a whole different person for good. I'm just trying to say, baby, for good wig, you do become a whole different person for good wig. Baby, when we used to go out, what you want to see? A straight one, a curly hair, what you want? The only thing I wasn't doing was wearing blonde ass wigs. But whatever you wanted to do, let me know what you want, baby. I'll turn into that for you. Right? Shit. I'm just trying to say, y'all gotta know how to, baby, whatever you want. Right? Somebody said, yes, y'all love fake hair and asses. Fake hair and asses. No, I ain't got no fake ass. That's one thing. And this ass that you see, baby, that shit is real. You know how you know my ass is real? Because I got dimples in it. Fake asses ain't got no dimples, but you know, I got dimples in my asses, and I'm okay with that because my shit sit like this, like my mama's. I'm okay. People pay for my ass, so I'm good with that. Somebody said donate to cancer patients. Yeah, right? Somebody said don't speak for all men either. Some of us don't give a shit and got bigger fish to fry. See, there you go. That's what I'm trying to say. There's somebody out there for everybody. Some of y'all be getting, like, y'all be getting all righteous. Y'all got your dashikis and shea butter. Like I said, y'all get all righteous, not realizing that we're not all the same. Some men like that shit. My husband liked that shit. My husband liked me in a cat suit. So I wore that bitch. I got cat suits, baby. He liked me in a wig. So I wore it. Right? He was negotiating when I said I was gonna lock my hair. He was like, lock it. He almost had a heart attack. Some men like that shit. I don't like lashes. I don't wear nails, right? But some men like that. Some men like that. So that's why I choose not to judge people. That has nothing to do with my life. That's their life. Some men like that. Somebody said cat suits are sexy. Absolutely, baby. Shit. Y'all ain't seen me this weekend. Baby, Lord Jesus. Stop the press. I had all types of women like, who the fuck is white women, black women? They all were like, who the fuck is she? It is she. Fuck out of here. It is she. It is she, baby. It is she. Right? You got to know how to do it. To each his own, yes. Right? Natural beauty is always best. Listen, I'm all for natural beauties, but again, y'all act like, see, I'm not saying you who said that, but y'all act like some men don't like women who are not natural. Some men have fun with women who are not natural. So stop shaming people. Allow people to be who they are. Somebody said supply and demand. If all women went bald, it wouldn't matter to men. That's not true. If you say if all women went bald, if you say all women, you mean white women, Asian women, Spanish women. Is that what you're saying? Because if all black women went bald, some of your asses will cross over the bridge. We just got to be honest with each other. We got to stop lying to ourselves. Right? Somebody said, Dr. Sean, you sexy as hell. I don't want to be sexy. I don't know if hell is sexy. But I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I know some of your asses like to act like y'all married to Jesus and shit. But I'm comfortable with my sexuality. Yes, I am. And I'm a couples therapist. How can I not be comfortable with my sexuality doing couples therapy? And half of y'all bitches is stop fucking your husbands and y'all want me to lie to y'all. I'm just being honest tonight, right? Can I be honest tonight as a therapist? Is that okay? Y'all got to stop with the bullshit. Using sex as a weapon against your husband. You must be crazy. Some of y'all don't even want to give head and your husband want head. Y'all must be crazy. Fuck is wrong with you? Shit. Y'all must be crazy. But y'all want me to present a certain way. Oh, because she's Dr. Shonna. She's a couples therapist. Be perfect. Have you ever heard of sex therapy? Have you ever heard of sex therapy? Is a such thing? Is a such thing? So yeah, if you struggling with certain things in the bedroom, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna send you some videos to watch so you can learn a lesson or two. Fuck is wrong with you? Shit. Somebody said, yes, ma'am. Judge not, accept and explore the possibilities. Imagine. I'm just trying to say, y'all be acting holier than thou on here. And then y'all wonder why y'all struggling. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Whereas, I break with somebody, they have a heart attack. They're damn well ready to jump off the goddamn bridge, baby. If I break up with you, it's because the disrespect was a little bit too much. If I break up with you, it's because me cannot share you with anybody else. I'm just selfish that way. Fuck that. I can't do it. I can't do it because I know what I bring to the table. And I'm okay with pulling that shit back. Some of y'all like to stay to the tables that have no love there. I don't stay anywhere where there's no love. Fuck that. Not me. Shit. You will dream about me at night. Fuck that. I'm trying to tell y'all. Somebody said I spend a decent amount of time working out and care about how I look. What's wrong with wanting someone like me? Ain't nothing wrong. Who said there was something wrong with that? I don't know. Listen, it's too late. It's too late for me to be out here. Y'all trying to get me in a whole nother conversation. This is a late night conversation. Y'all doing crazy things. What's wrong with that? Let me tell you something. I don't want nobody fat and lazy. Now, I know some of y'all ladies are married to some very big men. And I know some of you ladies love big men, and that's okay. Love them. Don't worry, I don't want them. Love them. That's okay. I'm too vain for all of that shit. We both need to be naked on the beach together. Fuck you mean? That's okay. That's okay. If I work out, I expect you to eat right and take care of your body. Right? Because if not, you're going to feel insecure around me. You go because I'll put on a catsuit in a minute. You're gonna feel insecure. And we go on a cruise. Fuck it. I'm walking around with a swimsuit every goddamn day. Right? We on a cruise. Ain't nobody know what I'm being a swimsuit, baby. What you want to do today? Dinner in a swimsuit? No, okay, I'm just joking. I ain't gonna be at dinner in a swimsuit unless it was permitted. I'm just saying, you gotta be comfortable. I can't be cute and you ugly, right? So, but I'm saying some people like big women and some people like big men, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's anything wrong with that. I don't think it's anything wrong with that. If you like a big woman or a big man, you better work it, baby. I think big women and big men need to work. I see some cute looking big men, just couldn't be me. Just couldn't be me. Because I don't want to see a big gut when I'm doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to look at you. And I want to have to look at you past your belly, trying to struggle with your belly so you can see my eyes when I'm doing certain things. I don't want to do all of that. Just saying. So we got to stop allowing other people to dictate to us what's sexy. And listen, my cousin loved big guys. She said she want to blow on their bellies, and she loved that. If you a big guy, you come around her, she like, oh, he's sexy, and that's on. She ain't big whatsoever. You know, we all shaped the same way in my family. We all got we bricks. You know what I'm saying? Certain areas be sitting high. We bricks, and she loved big men, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't want them. But ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying shit. She said, you a mess. I am a mess. Somebody said you turned up tonight. It's late night shit. This is my channel, right? Yes, Dr. Shonna after dark. Somebody said my nephew loves big women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, listen, my cousin, one of my favorite cousins, she's a Scorpio. You know about Scorpios, right? I hope y'all know about Scorpios. She a big woman, but I gotta learn a thing or two from her. Shit. I'm just trying to say. Some big women are great, man. Though y'all better stop sleeping on these big women. Make room for the big girls. I'm like, hey, yes. I mean, the way she could do certain dances. I got another cousin too. When I tell you she a big girl, she a twerk queen. I don't even know how to twerk like that. I know how to whine, but I don't know how to twerk like that. And I'll be taking lessons. I'll be like, what the fuck? How you do that again? Oh no, my knees are bad. What's the alternative? What's the alternative move? I can't get on my knees like that. She's serious, and she don't got no problem. She don't never stay single. Shit. Somebody said, "Turn up, doc." I'm trying, right? Different strokes for different folks. Dr. Shauna uncut. That's what I'm trying to say. Eye to eye is awkward getting head. Why is eye to eye awkward getting head? Y'all trying to have really nasty conversations, but you know what? I'm a couples therapist, and we gotta talk about this shit. We can't be afraid. Ain't nothing wrong with eye to eye giving head. Ladies, listen. This is to the ladies. You want to get him? Look at him in his eye when you're giving him head. I'm just trying to say. And do it slow. Don't be gagging and shit, being all uncomfortable. If you're going to gag, don't take it all in. If you're going to do all of that crazy shit, unless you gagging as part of the show. But look at him. Just play with the head. Just play with the top. And look at him. Look at him in his eye. He'll put a pillow over your face or a pillow over his own. I'm just saying. Gotta do it. You gotta do that, ladies. Shit. Somebody said, Doc, you gotta use them ankles to twerk. I can't do no ankles to twerk, baby. I ain't a twerker. I ain't trying to be nothing. I'm not. I am not I can whine, but I cannot twerk. I can't even lie. Somebody said my eyes are closed. Somebody said if you can't look them in the eye, y'all shouldn't be intimidated. Shoot. Somebody said you knew I knew you were freaky. I ain't freaky. I'm just a couples therapist. I ain't freaky. I'm only telling y'all what people tell me. I ain't freaky. Shit the fuck you talk about. I love your honesty on every subject. Okay, I gotta get out here. Lady, this is hood advice. Listen to your doctor. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Somebody said we talking intimate connection. Listen, y'all gotta follow me on Instagram. I'm just trying to tell y'all. See, some of y'all don't understand that every therapist has an audience. The problem is some therapists don't know that they have an audience. So y'all go into some people who are some lame fucking ducks, and you need some solutions and you need some problems, and you're not getting to no solution and problem because their asses are going through problems themselves. But let me tell you something. Baby, I'm that kind of therapist. Now, this ain't my problem. This might be your problem. But if you don't know how to ride, I'm going to send you a video on riding. I'm going to teach you how to ride. If you don't know how to give head, I'm going to show you a video on head. I'm going to teach you how to give head, if that's your problem. If you don't know how to count some money, I'm going to send you a video on finances so we can be educated on finances. If you a goddamn liar, I'm going to send you a video on telling the truth so you can be truthful in your. I'm going to help you out where you need to be helped out. Ain't got nothing about me sharing my personal story. Y'all know what I do in the bedroom. I'm just letting y'all know what the fuck y'all need to do because your husbands and your wives tell me what they need. That's what I'm saying. Shit. Somebody said the rod part. I'm just saying. Put a pillow over his head when you give him some brains. Put a pillow over his head when you giving him some brains. I haven't heard that before. Why would you put a pillow over his head? We don't want to smother him. Now, do we? Right? Right? The book said, treat it like a dripping ice cream cone. Oh my gosh, that is just nasty. But what you mean put a pillow over his head? Why would you want to pull a pillow? He might suffocate. I want to put a pillow over his head. I want him to see me. Anyway, y'all got to get out of here. Y'all being up too late. Y'all getting up to the, y'all getting all in your feelings. Y'all so emotional. Oh my God, the doctor's talking about this. That's the problem. I'm here to save Black relationships. If this wasn't a problem, I wouldn't have a full schedule. I would not have a wait list. Y'all better stop pretending like it ain't a problem in your relationships. It's a lot of problems. We got to stop being so taboo in our community. Right? Somebody said he don't need to see my tricks. He don't need to see your tricks. Yes, he do. What you mean you don't? Who told you? Who told you that? Fellas, y'all better talk to her in this thread. She said y'all don't need to see her tricks. Y'all better talk. Fellas, back me up. Y'all know y'all talk to me. Shit. Y'all better back me up, fellas. Stop acting all shy. He do need to see your tricks. See, CD said, yes, the hell we do. Somebody said, you know, doctors, teachers of men fantasy. Somebody else says that shit is sexy as hell. And somebody else will say, why are we so taboo? Men are visual. You better show him. You see, ladies, I'm trying to tell y'all. I got so many men clients, it's not even funny. Y'all motherfucking women be making up shit that ain't true. Y'all need to stop doing all that shit. Y'all be following these gurus out here that ain't talking about the real shit. What you mean put a pillow over his head? You better move that pillow and look him eye to eye when I used to, a little Kim said, right? Now I handle it like a real bitch. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Having Hunter take it to the y'all know that song, right? But anyway, as I was saying, you mean put a pillow over his fucking head? Hell no, you better also know how to ride him backwards so he can see the back shot. What the fuck are you talking about? Put a pillow over him. Turn the lights on. Are you somebody that like it in the dark? Baby, don't be afraid of your little gut or your stretch marks. He ain't looking at none of that shit. Turn the light on. Turn the light on. And be nasty in the light. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't understand y'all. I'm just saying. Somebody said, my goodness, stop acting crazy. Shoot. Somebody said, no tricks equal no man. I'm just trying to see. Somebody else says, I gotta see. I'm trying to tell you, ladies, I'm trying to tell you, don't follow that advice. Whoever's the lady who said put a pillow over his head, do not follow that advice. You better get your playlist, put your music on, turn the light on, stop being afraid of your body, right? No one cares if you got one fucking leg. Do you have a vagina? Stop being afraid of your body. Do your goddamn thing. We don't care if you twerk off beat. Do something. Do something. Just don't bite it. Just don't use your teeth. You be okay. You be okay. That's the problem y'all be having right here. That's the problem y'all having right now. And then y'all feel unsatisfied because y'all ain't having fun in the bedroom. That's the problem. Y'all need to learn how to have fun in the bedroom. Shoot. One leg. I'm saying some women got one leg. Shit. Somebody said it seems like 85% of black women are single. Where you get that stat from? I don't know if that's true. Somebody said that's some shit, Dr. Sean. The only thing thin women say that shit. Only thing. Thin women say what? Somebody said, I don't know about the one leg. That's what you, if you married her and something happened and all she had was one leg, what you mean you don't know about one leg? Stop playing with me. Y'all be making up shit. One leg ain't got nothing to do with her mouth and snatch. That hello, one leg ain't got nothing to do with her mouth and snatch. Stop trying to make people with one leg feel bad because you got your own insecurities. She might be able to work that other leg. They ain't got shit to do with it. Right? No point doing it if you're not going to enjoy it. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Just don't bite. I'm just saying, you're Dr. Shonna, satisfy yourself sexually. Y'all take it in the butt. Y'all take it in the butt, Doc. Now, Milkman, you going to another level. However, I do know some guys that like it in the butt. Now, when they come to me, they want to have butt therapy type. I'm not the right therapist because I don't know what to tell them because I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with that. But I know a lot of people are comfortable with that. So I just listen. I just listen when they talk about the butt. I just listen and I take it all in and I learn something from them. But in my core. But I know a lot of women that like it in the butt. I know a lot of women that like it in the butt. And again, if you like it in your relationship, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why our community make it so taboo to have these conversations. When someone comes in and they're having complaints about he wanted anal sex too much, I don't be like, oh my God, oh my God. I allow them to have conversations about anal sex. I mean, I'm learning a thing or two. Ain't nobody going to my anus. However, if it's pleasurable for them, I'm going to help them make it pleasurable. I'm going to have conversations. What can relax you? I'm going to have those kind of conversations. What kind of shows can you watch? What kind of tricks that you can get from the sex store to make it easier for you to have anal? I'm going to help that couple because if that's what that couple needs to survive their relationship, then that's what it is. Period. What is wrong with that? Why are we so taboo as a community? Thank you for that donation, Ramsey. Doc, I couldn't help but notice you didn't have your marriage, your wedding ring on. Ramsey 7, you late. You late. Ramsey. You so late. Okay, so what else? Somebody says if you didn't know better, Dr. Shauna, they're wanting you to satisfy yourself. Laugh aloud doing too much. What do you mean? What does that mean? They're wanting you to satisfy yourself. See, you men always say things like that. Do you know how many women actually satisfy themselves? That's the thing. You guys really think that your penis is all she needs. Heifer probably got a lipstick bullet in her purse. That was my first business. All so sweet. I used to sell that stuff. Heifer probably got a lipstick bullet in her purse. I don't know why you guys act like your penis is the only thing that's going to satisfy her. There's a lot of single women out here that get through there every day. And then when she wants to bring sex toys into the relationship, y'all start feeling insecure because you start to feel like, oh, she needs that. Then she's not satisfied with me. No, she just wants to spice it up. Sometimes you motherfuckers get boring. She's just trying to spice it up. Why can't y'all just go with it? I don't understand why we make this shit so taboo. It's nothing taboo about this stuff. It is sex. You guys got motherfucking kids out the wazoo and y'all act like y'all ain't having sex. What is wrong with y'all? Anyway, somebody is wanting you to play with yourself here. That's what I'm saying. No, you a goddamn lie because I ain't doing no dumb shit like that. But anyway, somebody said, I swear that's me. Okay, well, that's it. How did talking about sex is taboo? That's how we got here. But a lot of people think that it's taboo. Marvelous Marvel. A lot of people, they don't want to talk about sex. You know, when I have couples sit in front of me, I would say to them, Marvelous, I would say to them, so how was your sex life? And you can see how they clam up. They're like, oh my gosh, she's asking about sex. Yeah, the fuck I'm asking about sex. What's wrong with you? Do you really think he got you because you were so smart and cute? No, you fucked him and you gave him head and he liked it. What is wrong with people? Anyway. No, milkman, you cannot be my new man. I ain't looking for no new man. Somebody said you could. Yeah, I'm not looking for no new man. I don't need no new man. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need no new man. Oh Lord, now they saying Jesus is gay. That's my note to get on out of here. Now we bringing Jesus into this conversation. I am gone. I love you guys. This was a great 2 hour show. Wasn't supposed to be. Listen, guys, I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna be talking about some really great stuff with cognitive dissonance. So you guys make sure you're a part of it. If I don't see you guys before Friday, which I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow, Merry Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays, happy new year, but most importantly, let's get Kwanzaa right this year. I'll speak to you all soon. Have a blessed night.